black and blue marks all over your body.
Simmons to Favors. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
To Embiid. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
New Orleans going to take it up. Holiday. To Simmons. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Number 2. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Into the game for the 76ers.
Out of bounds.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Substitutions, New Orleans.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Allen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Rebound taken by the Sixers. To J.R. Smith. 4-3. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Horford. Count it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
The shot. Oh, got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes.
Substitutions, New Orleans. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Simmons. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
You have to understand something. If you want to win this game, there should be one rule and one rule only. You never give up easy buckets, even if you have to give a hard foul. Make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Ben Simmons sends it away. Count the bucket for two.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
And the finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Horford fires the three. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Here comes the screen. To Simmons. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Time to shuffle things up.
Substitutions. New Orleans. Into the game for Philadelphia, number 2. And number 11.
From long range. Second effort. There it is, Al Horford. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Down low more. Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Brunson. Screen coming. Brunson. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Simmons into the front court. Down a bundle. To Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Favors. No, I missed a short one there. And counted at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Count the basket inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
The drive right to the basket. Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Brunson. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Simmons with it. His guys down big to Holiday. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 5 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
For 3. Brunson forced that one. Well defended. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down by 15. Al Horford snares the rebound. And count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Brunson. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Ah, the monster stuff.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Brunson. To Horford. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Simmons. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. To Brunson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. They go down low to Simmons. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And that one is out. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys trail by 13. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
4-3. Knocks it down.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Team foul.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest.
Here we go. I got it.
Oh, nice He's fine for the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Each one more. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To J.R. Smith. Fires the 3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
D up, baby. Let's go. Let's play D, play D, play D.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Simmons. The drive, right to the basket. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris above the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Let's go.
Joel Embiid tips it. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Lonzo Ball with the rock to Embiid. Around the perimeter to J.R. Smith from long range. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Substitution being made in this one. Hart. Joel Embiid pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And he connects at the line. Simmons to Josh Hart. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his 4th personal.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Embiid. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Sixers control it.
I got ball. I got ball.
That's going to be out of bounds. Simmons. Runner's good there.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Harris to Ball. Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Ball. Lets it fly from long range, and Simmons the rebound. To Simmons. Hart. Now a steal by Philly. To Ball. And one. Embiid. Good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Hart to Simmons. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here's a chance from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Lonzo Ball, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First try, no good.
For the 76ers, number 42, Al Horford.
No good. Missed them both. Simmons with it. Trailing by 14. Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Ball. Okafor with the rebound. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Number 22, Derek Favors. Number 2, 3 points.
First half comes to an end, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers, will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Pelicans are in need of some changes at the half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The New Orleans Pelicans struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Pelicans ball. And a throwdown. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Mid-7. That's his second personal. Number 2, shooting 3.
Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second free throw. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Subbing in for Philadelphia, number 13. Substitutions. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Al Horford sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that...
Shot for more, no good. Philadelphia with the basketball. Smith. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Oh!
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Into the game.
Going to launch beyond the arc, and the rebound taken by the Pelicans. Holiday in possession. The deficit now up to a dozen. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Goes to the left side. Lonzo Ball, and the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Driving right to the basket. For 3, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. That's out of bounds. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. At this juncture, he's shooting off the mark on his free throw. Simmons to Holiday. Simmons. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Simmons into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Ingram against Ennis. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Ball. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Simmons with it. His guys down by 9. That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Out of bounds.
Substitutions. Substitutions, New Orleans.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. So he goes.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Subbing in for New Orleans, number 11.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. So he hits the first, misses the second.
Entering the game for New Orleans, number 14.
Jumper's good.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Can't connect. It's no good. To Simmons. Won't go down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's the Sixers out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. That's at a... Sizing up the defense. Beyond the arc for 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Second of 3, off the mark. And draws the foul.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Misses the first. Good bounce back.
I guess we're gonna look at the board because I got fouled out.
The 76ers finished with a narrow victory.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid blocked plenty of shots, but the stat you don't see is how often he forced opposing shooters into tough shots that resulted in misses.
26 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Who was cold?
I was.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just... Take a look at the upcoming games. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.